back to another episode of Tea Time.
Tea time / spilling some tea.
Spilling all tea.
Well, there is slight tea spilling today.
In this one.
Topic.
Today's a bit of a... Yeah.
What's today's topic, Jen?
Today we are talking about toxic friends. Are you a toxic friend? Do you have a toxic friend? Have you been in a toxic friendship? Stay tuned.
Don't know what this is. Anyway.
So, I think the last time, let's just define what a toxic friend is. It may differ from everybody.
Well, obviously what someone does is going to be completely different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, toxic friendship is...
just something that doesn't serve you purpose, happiness.
Yeah, if you have a friend that genuinely... look, let's be honest. When you're friends, whether you're best friends, whatever, you're always going to have little moments where you annoy each other or you have fallouts or... It's normal.
It's human beings in general. We argue with our family, friends, partners,
But I think the toxic level is when you have someone that genuinely is just constantly, day in, day out, just draining. They pop up on your phone.
And you're like,
or they try and call you and you deliberately, you've got nothing going on. You're chilling at home.
Yeah.
Watching Vampire Diaries or whatever it is that you do. And you just don't. You just don't. And you just reject.
I think it's just feeling that heaviness. Like, no one should make you feel like this. Family, friend, boyfriend, whoever. When you just don't feel happy. Like, being around them is draining. Like you said, they suck all the energy out of you. Like, they're just negative vibes. Never have anything good to say. Don't want your best. Like, they don't have your best interest at heart. I think we're old enough to spot these toxic traits, you know?
100%.
Definitely.
And, I mean, we've definitely got plenty of stories.
Oh.
Obviously, we have to be really careful with how
be sensitive with information and whatnot. But I think we've all experienced...
because there's no hate over here.
No,
just going to put it out there.
No.
I'll give an example, but there is no hate. So, for example, let's name her...
said friend.
We all know I love name. I think we've gathered this now that I like...
Is it going to be John names again or Bob or something like...
No, I'm going to go with Karen. So Karen...
all the Karens out there this year, they've probably hated being called Karen.
Probably. So Karen, speaking from experience, I'm not going to tell you stories and stuff to out anyone because that's not what I'm here to do, but just giving you this example of what I feel toxic friendship is. Friends for years, don't get me wrong, friendships also change, which is actually not a bad thing.
You grow out of things, you grow out of each other.
You can grow apart, and and I think in this particular friendship with Karen, yes, I think there's elements of that happening, but then it got to the point where anything that I did, that was good or anything positive in my life, that became a real negative to Karen. And it was, there was...
watch out for those people. That's a big telltale. Like
my relationship, there was one example of, again, very long-term relationship over here. There's one particular moment where, something might have annoyed me or frustrated me. And Karen immediately was like... dump him.
Get out.
And you're like, and I was just like, what the...
those friends,
where is this coming from?
Yeah.
So, and it got to a point where it's really difficult as well, though, because depending on how long you've been friends with someone,
it's harder to break that friendship.
Very hard to pull away. It is, because no matter how toxic they are or how they made you feel, you still feel...
and you build memories with this person as well.
You do still care, and you don't want to hurt the person. Or you don't want, but at the same time, they're not good for you anymore, and they're not giving you anything valuable.
Yeah.
If there's no value in it...
just on that as well, I can't impose what I would do on other people, but if I felt like I had to maybe even advise my friend on a relationship or something... I didn't think served them right. You can always tell a good friend to a bad friend and how they do it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Say, I didn't like how you spoke to a random man on the street. Instead of me going, "How dare you, Kaylee? You're so rude. You effing this."
Yeah.
I'm
stuff
babe,
like that.
I know you can be a bit this.
Yeah.
Because I care about you. I just want to bring to light this that did upset me. So just for next time, simple. Don't make your friend feel bad about themselves. Don't bash them. Don't put them down for stuff. Do you know what I mean?
And it also leads into things like, I don't know, for example, we've got a real life example here. So I'm very honest, and sometimes, maybe it does offend people, and I put my hands up if I offend someone and they tell me, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But for example, when someone's bought something that they love, it could be clothes, it could be a bag. And you don't I'm not saying lie to their faces outright.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
That's a bad friend if you lie to your friend.
I don't think that's a good thing. However, at the same time, I'm not saying turn around to your friend and go, oh my god,
you
that
look
is
so
the
ugly.
ugliest fucking bag I've ever
You can
seen.
even say,
you look terrible.
Yeah.
You look fat. Like,
Yeah.
there's a level.
You could even say, babe, I prefer you with that pink top that you normally wear. I just think stuff like that looks better on you. This one, not
just
so
the
much.
way
It
of-
doesn't bring out your shape or your eyes
like,
don't look
remember
so
that
nice.
time you had those dresses?
My floral dress.
I'm just gonna bad
So she was like, Jen, what are you wearing? You've got a
Everything
nice figure. This is
what I'm
this isn't
saying.
it.
Like, for me, I
But
wasn't
you
just
didn't
doing
make me
it
feel
to
crap
yeah,
in
no.
myself.
I
Yeah.
was just trying to say, look, I don't think that's flattering to you. You've got this fantastic figure, and
Yeah.
it kind of is a bit of a tent vibe dress, which some people love. You obviously do, and that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you not to wear it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying personally, the
Yeah.
other option she had that day, I was like, oh my god, that.
So
on
you
is
should
like
lift up
fire.
your friends, and a good friend as opposed to a toxic friend. You should be able to run to your friend about anything. I can call Kaylee and have a cry that I broke my toenail and it really hurts without her judging me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? A good friend will just be like, oh, okay, fine. Like, there's no empathy there. There's no emotion. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
Completely.
And that's another big telltale of a toxic friend, because you should be able to be vulnerable with your friend and tell them what's going on. And then the thing about them not being happy for you.
Oh.
Sorry, even if you walked a mile today and you've never walked a mile, and I'm like, well done. I celebrate the little wins for my friends, and that's how you know.
It's just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, and I know why. It's because they're unhappy.
jealous.
They're unhappy
Yeah.
with themselves. They
Yeah.
have issues. We all have issues. And they're not dealing with it the way they should be dealing with it. And outright, just confronting that.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest issues always in toxic friendships, really, it always boils down to relationship. Like, as in boyfriends, girlfriends. I just think that always, I don't know why. Why girls, boys, not, excluding anyone.
Yeah.
Why do we, I don't know, get into a new relationship, or even if it's a long-term relationship, and you shut those friends out that maybe, have a cry and they need support, or, whatever. And Karen's another example of, sitting, having lunch, and having a full-blown breakdown.
And she's not even
the boyfriend
there.
calls and it's like, no, drop everything, go.
Disgusting. Sorry, I hate girls that do
And it
that.
wasn't because something was going on with him or whatever. It was just I'm going to put it out there. He was controlling, and that was what it was. So I feel for them. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you've got to cut
that's
loose.
another thing
It's
as well.
just
I
not-
hate when friends get into a relationship and forget their friends. I would like to think I've got a good balance of a healthy relationship with my partner and with my friends. I make time for all my friends. I make time for my boyfriend. Like, you don't have to get into
balance.
you don't have to get into a relationship. And
Like,
think,
when you're in a
forget
new
my
relationship, it's
friends.
different. I get it.
No, even when I first got with my boyfriend, I
Like,
was
you-
doing up honeymoon
example,
and still talking to my friends.
But if
though.
you have, when you're single, you have every weekend free. Let's just say, right? You
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
So your other single mate also has you probably do spend every weekend together. When one of you get a boyfriend, logically, you're not going to spend every weekend together, and that's fine.
guess.
But then there's still still talk regularly and arrange meetings.
Just on that, on the flip side, if you are a single friend who has a friend in a relationship, don't put all your weight on them like they should be at your beck and call, because unfortunately they also have a partner that they need to cater for.
Yeah.
And as a good friend, you should be mindful of that.
I have had that for me personally so many times.
Oh, wait, you've had a single friend expecting you to be at the beck
So
and call.
countless. I mean, to be fair, I've been in a relationship for forever, so that's like logically something I've gone through, and probably because I am that friend. Which, don't get me wrong, maybe sometimes I'm too there for someone.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be there than not. But at the same time, I get what you're saying. I
Yeah.
think if I look back on a reflection, I do think there's been.
And I think
elements of
that's out of order on someone that does that to their friend. Like, I've got one of my best friends, we speak constantly.
What's
We're always
their
on the
name?
phone. Shout out to you, Faye. I didn't want to do that to embarrass. Yeah. So I'll be on the phone to my boyfriend and I'll be on the phone to my friend. And then she'll be like, oh, let me leave you if you're with him. And I'm like, no, you don't have to. I can still make time for you. But she's mindful that actually this is not the time to be having a chingwag or a... Do you get what I'm trying to say? She respects that. So on the flip side, if you are single, respect your friend's relationship and don't make them feel guilty for being in one if you're just not there yet. I don't know. Does this sound bad?
No, it doesn't.
No,
It's completely fine.
Okay, fine.
And again, the thing is with this, isn't it? Although I know we're using the word toxic and it's a horrible word
Yeah.
to use, but it's the best word to use for it. But it doesn't
Yeah.
mean there's any hate and there's any. It's one of those, like, if I see Karen in the street, I will more than happily say hello, and
there's no hard feelings.
It's we all grow, we all change as people develop, and sometimes friendships grow apart for not so horrible reasons. It's one of those.
And then just on that, the big thing is I'm big on celebrating my friends, like I said. So if you've got a jealous person in your life, most probably they're a toxic friend. Cut them off. Like, if it's the littlest of achievements, I learned how to put eyelashes on today. Well done, babe. I'm so proud of you. You need people like that.
Or what
supportive
about
friends?
Someone that makes everything about them.
About their
everything you
Kaylee,
say.
those one. Oh,
you could.
so I did this. Yeah, I did that before. I went here too. I went on holiday there.
God.
Oh, those people.
That right there.
It's like, it's not
I'm
all
sorry,
about you.
That's my draw the line.
Yeah.
I actually probably don't progress friendships very far when I get that.
It's not it's not about you. It's a two-way street.
I mean, I don't have loads of friends. I can fit them all on a hand because
yeah, me too. Same.
I'm not about like 101
yeah,
friends.
quality. And the friendships I have now, I'm so appreciative of them
Yeah,
because they mean so much. Like, they serve me purpose. We're all building each other. I call you, babe. I've got this idea. What do you think of it? Do this, do that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're grown. We're getting too old to be keeping pointless friendships. You need someone that serves you happiness. Most importantly, no point being in a friendship that makes you unhappy. Yeah. Someone that's supporting you, your ideas, building you up, telling you the truth, and keeping it 100. That's what we're about here.
Us ladies have to stick together.
Yeah. And if you recognise yourself to be that toxic friend, change.
But this is the other thing. Like, that's the other thing to point out. I'm not saying I'm completely innocent.
Yeah, no, we're not perfect.
I've probably done things
that we just mentioned. Yeah.
Oh God, but it's more about knowing when you're doing it and drawing a line and cutting that.
Yeah.
And stopping it, because if you don't, you will become a toxic person.
Yeah.
In general, you'll just become toxic, and anyone around you will feel that energy, and it's just not cool. Like, no.
And this translates in relationships, any type of relationship,
100%.
family, friend life, whatever. Like, just be mindful of your character traits, because good friends are hard to come by.
Question though, rounding that up, just advice to anyone watching: how would you best deal, in your experience as well, with your age of wisdom?
Of course, 28 years of being in this world,
how would you best deal, or how do you think people should best deal with a toxic friend?
So, me personally, I'm learning to actually speak up. A lot of the times, I've kept bad company around me for the simple fact that I couldn't say, I'm not happy with what you're doing. So now that I'm growing up, I'm like, it's my life and I'm allowed to have good people in it. So I would say, if you see something that remotely seems toxic, this person is not helping you in your life any way, shape or form, speak up. And if they continue in that way, it sounds really harsh, but you're gonna have to cut them off.
You have to cut.
You have to let them go.
I mean, for me personally,
relationship.
I would love to say it's as easy as that. It's as easy as to sit down. But again, from my personal experience with a particular person, I know that for a fact the tongue was so vicious. You know, you knew that you being honest and really saying this isn't working, and because it was just like the words coming out of the mouth was just so harsh. And I understand, if depending on where you are with your mental health and you know, in general as a person, not everyone can take that, you know, personally. Sometimes drifting apart can be the I'd say the coward way out.
I was gonna say that, Kate. No need to have a big.
It can also be the easy way out.
Yeah, not having a big.
Less stress, no drama.
Just pull it back. Take it back a notch.
You've got plans.
Yeah, can't see you today.
You know,
it sounds really horrible, but take a while to respond to their message. They'll get the hint. They will get the hint.
You know, without having a full blown row.
Yeah.
And then they'll end up. And I'm not saying that's the best thing. I'm just saying, if you have a toxic friend, like I personally experience, which is such a bad tongue on them, that you know they'll say, even if they don't really mean it, they'll just be so horrible to you, and you can't handle that.
Yeah.
My advice is, don't carry on like meeting up and doing. Don't,
because it just weighs you down. Start pulling back.
The process.
They will get the hint eventually, and they will vanish from your life. You don't need such people around you. Honestly, guys, keep positive vibes around you.
And by the way, we're not experts in any of this, and we're not.
We're just talking from our opinions.
So if shit is really bad, guys, please see someone professionally. We're just giving you.
We're not qualified. What do you call people that? Therapists or whatever.
Therapists. No, we're not.
We're just talking.
We're just normal girls, just giving our life experiences and opinions.
Putting our 2 cents into things. Don't take us too seriously. But that's our little 2 cents on toxic friendships, really. I
think we've kind of...
Don't be one and don't have them.
Pretty much summed it up in a nutshell, really. But anyway, we hope that you liked the video. We've got more. We're not going to just be doing the tea times, but we're kind of enjoying this. To be fair. Especially
let us know if you're enjoying it too, and if you
with
want more
what's going on in the world at the moment. Again, when you're watching, don't know, but with what's going on, this is kind of the easiest videos for us to do at the moment anyway. It's all really like, you know, like shopping challenges and stuff. As much as we love doing them, it's really awkward at the moment with what's going on, you know, and with face masks and stuff, it's all very difficult to film. Maybe we could do some mukbangs, maybe. Mukbangs, as we know that I don't say it properly.
I know, but you don't say properly. It's furlough, you know that, right?
Furlough?
You say furlough.
I do say furlough, yeah.
It's furlough though, you know
furlough. That? I think it's furlough.
Kaylee, it's furlough.
I think it's furlough.
Guys, let us know.
Don't come for me, yeah? Just because of where I was brought up and I don't speak properly.
She's Cockney bird. No, you're not even Cockney, are you?
I am from a Cockney background. But anyway, but I'm just going to stop this.
No, I pronounce a lot of things wrong as well. But yeah, guys, let us know what else you want us to discuss on Tea Times. You know, keep coming with us with ideas so we can deliver. But yeah, that's it really.
Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and all that good stuff. That's your
yeah, and all that good stuff.
All that good
Do
stuff.
all of that
I
stuff.
really like it, so I just took it. Sorry.
Yeah, why not?
Toxic friend.
Beware of the toxic friends.
Anyway, guys.
See you guys.
Till next time. Bye.